What she say? Oh, bitch.
That's a mean motherfucker.
What she say?
Hi everyone, and welcome to the first ever I Live For This review show with me, Trinity the Tuck, and
Shontelle Sparkles!
So I'm so excited that we're doing this. This is like an extension of our podcast. Our first ever review show. I think the fans love when drag queens give their opinions of drag.
They want the opinion so they can go in on us.
Well, yes, that. But also, if you don't know much about Shontelle is my drag daughter. She and I met when we started touring the world with a band called Erasure. This was before I was on Drag Race. We went
lived together too.
Yeah, we lived together. We were on cast together in Louisville.
The same bathroom together.
Yeah.
You're like,
you own your own very
wig
successful
business.
wig business. You and your partner make phenomenal garments that have been seen on RuPaul's Drag Race and around the world. You're a former national title holder. You're a former Entertainer of the Year.
It still don't click with me sometimes. I'm like, damn, I done all that.
You've done a lot, bitch.
Yeah.
And she still can't afford a high quality camera because this one looks like
Girl.
she's pixelated from 1982, bitch.
Don't even try it, bitch. I'm sitting here looking at you and you look like you from Atari, bitch.
An Atari?
Yeah, girl.
Girl, these 12-year-olds don't know what Atari is, bitch.
Well, for all y'all, it's a pixelated video game.
Girl,
with no
you look
color.
like one of those Lego characters, bitch.
I can't even read your shirt. I think it says good pussy. Pussy. I don't know.
Pussy.
It's literally so pixelated. I can barely see you.
Is it really?
Yes.
Well, my camera looks good. I hope.
So am I pixelated to you?
Yeah.
Oh God, here we go.
We're hoping that it's not pixelated once we upload this. This is our first time using this, so hopefully if the audio's not good or the video's not good, it will get better as the times progress. Neither one of us are technically savvy.
We've seen worse in the beginning, so at least we got something.
Girl, hello. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? So I'm super excited. We're starting our review show with the first season ever of Canada versus. Is this this is the second
season.
Second season of Canada versus the World.
Which I haven't honestly seen the first season, but I watched this and I'm living.
Yeah, and you've never logged on to WoW Presents. This is your first time.
No, this is my first time getting the app, and I didn't realize how much stuff was on there. I'm like, okay,
yeah,
now I
girl.
can get caught up. And I actually just paid for the service. At first, when I logged in, I was like, oh, you can watch everything for free, and they did let me. But then I was like, I wonder if you get extra stuff, so I just bought everything.
Oh, okay. You was trying to scam them.
I
honey.
sure was. Shontelle the scammer.
Shontelle the scammer. Yes, you know what I didn't do? I didn't download their looks and stuff.
I didn't actually screenshot the looks, but I remember them, so.
Go to Canada's Drag Race Instagram.
Yeah. Let me go look.
Because we're going to start with, I want to talk about their promo looks first.
Canada's Drag Race. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Are you scrolling all the way down?
No, it's literally the second photo pinned at the top.
Oh, okay. Cute.
The group photo.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, we're going to start with our opinions on their, not entrance looks, their promo looks. And this theme was wrestling, it looks like. Although some of them look like superheroes and some of them don't even look like they are
They
in
don't even
anything.
look like they're in the wrestling challenge.
Nothing, sweetie. So we're going to start with the top left, and that is Eureka's outfit. She's in like this yellow and red slinglet, and she has all these muscles with big boobies. What's your opinion?
Why you always gotta ask me my opinion first? So you can try to go and be like, oh, yeah.
I'll tell you mine.
What you think, bitch?
I'll tell you mine. I love this. I think it's cool that she has big muscles and huge titties.
I liked it too. I just didn't like that you could see the seam on her wrists. For me, I feel like she should have wore like
Oh,
bangles, like big
bangles
old,
or like cuffs or something.
gauntlets.
Yeah.
Because it would
Yeah,
make more like fighter. You know what I'm saying?
The only thing is like the bodysuit ripples around her coochie area.
But you know what? It's really hard to do a suit like that. Like the fact that she got it so almost like seamless, and it looks like her skin.
And it looks
'Cause
like
I
her
saw a video.
skin.
Yeah, I saw a video and I was like, oh, this is like well made. So
Yeah.
the only thing that I could say that I clocked was she
Is the
needed to
theme.
wear some like gauntlets.
Yeah, I do like it. I think it looks really great.
I like the hair with it too. I thought it was different.
It makes it. It's like pretty. It's like, you know, China the wrestler. She was kind of, you know, even though she was very masculine in the face, she was still pretty.
Mm-hmm.
But she had these big muscles, so it kind of gives me that, like, very pretty in the face, pretty hair, muscles. She has great shape. Her
I
pads.
liked her makeup too for it because she usually like snatches her makeup all the way back to her fucking asshole. And
Yeah.
this one is like, it's just different for her. I like the whole look. I'm gonna give this a 2, to be honest.
We ain't tooting and booting.
I know,
This
but I'm
this
just
is not the
saying,
show,
like-
honey. This is not the
Okay,
show.
well, then I'm gonna
you
give
want to
this a
toot and
good
boot? You need to
pussy.
go on that show, sweetie. This is
No.
the wrong show.
I'm gonna give this a good pussy.
Oh, okay. Is that what we're gonna do?
Yes,
Good
we're
pussy,
gonna-
bad pussy.
That's good pussy.
Chantel is starting it off. It's either a good pussy or a bad pussy. I will give this a good pussy too. Okay.
For sure, period.
Good pussy. Next over to her right is Fierce Delicious in this pink ensemble. What do you think?
I like it for a look, but it didn't give me wrestler. You know what I mean? Like any wrestler that would have wore this, they would have tripped and fell all over the cape. I mean, maybe if it was like a reveal or something, but I did think it was a really pretty look. I just think that it kind of didn't go with the theme. The only thing that I see that could possibly go with it is the number 4 on it.
Yeah, I agree. I think that she had an idea of wanting to look very pretty and
she does.
And she does. She looks
She has
absolutely
amazing
stunning.
legs and body. Like,
The
I love
outfit
her.
is amazing. The hair, the makeup. I mean, Fierce Delicious is stunning. And then she just slapped a 4 on it and said, "Call it a day." But you know what, girl? That's very Fierce Delicious, honey.
She fit the brief at the bare minimum, but
the brief of what, a 4?
I guess.
Okay.
And does the 4 mean something? I think didn't it mean like she was like top 4 or something last time?
I don't think she made top 4, girl.
Oh, she didn't. Oh,
I don't think so.
then what the fuck does a 4 mean?
I don't know. She's 4 years old. Girl, she's been doing drag for 4 years. I don't know.
bitch. But the hair.
Anyway.
Oh, and I just realized the hair too is like all the way down to her feet. The
Yeah,
braids.
it's fierce. Yeah.
It's fierce delicious.
It's Fierce Delicious. Yes. So, what do you give this? A good pussy or bad pussy?
I give this I can't say a bad pussy or a good pussy. I think it's kind of in the middle. It's like pussy that you would get a hit it and quit it.
A hit it and quit it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's our middle tone. We're figuring all of this out today. Okay. Good pussy, bad pussy, or a hit it and quit it. Come on, Shontelle. Shontelle, you're funny. You're kind of funny. Okay. A hit
I love
it
that
and quit
rig,
it.
bitch.
For the purpose of the challenge of making it wrestling, I would agree with you. I would give it a hit it and quit it too. But she does look really good.
Yeah, she's amazing. I love her talent.
And then off to her right, we have La Hina.
I can't.
La Kahina, I
Yes.
think. She's from Drag Race France.
Okay.
France!
Is that what they say?
You know, like in Miss Universe, they're like, Brazil!
Oh yeah,
France!
Bitch, you're so weird.
So what do you think about this look?
I honestly like this look for her. It's. I mean,
For her?
is
Is that a read?
I don't think it's a read. I just think that her fashion sense is it's very like on off. Like sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. I think it's good for her. I think she fit the brief. It looks like a wrestling costume. Love the hair. The hair is given very like 80s wrestler. I don't know. I kind of live for it.
I think it does give me wrestler. I will say that. One thing with her, and we'll talk more about this throughout the episode, is she needs more shape to me.
She does, girl.
I know there's no rules to drag, but this is my opinion. This is my opinion, and there's no rules to drag. You could do your drag however you want. But this is a review show, so I'm going to give you my review. And my review is, I think she needs more shape.
Yes.
I think, like you said, I think she has good ideas a lot of the time, but because she doesn't cinch or because she doesn't wear pads, because there's no
I don't
shape.
think she wears boobs sometimes.
Well, I'm even okay with no boobs.
I am too,
sometimes,
but it depends on the look.
But it depends on the look. And in this, she needs more shape. Also, I hate these boot covers because you can they're not covering anything.
Hold on, let me see.
She has her leg up.
Oh, yeah, you can see the strap.
I just don't like that.
I mean,
like
they're
that.
giving, like, bracers, so, I mean, it's not that big of a deal.
To me, this is giving me Amazon. So I'm going to say bad pussy. Bad pussy.
But you're right, though. Like, I was watching the season, and we'll get to this, but, like, she just has a lot of great ideas, but they not always, I can't say always, but they tend to flop because she doesn't proportionize with her body.
Yeah, I just think, yeah, this is a bad pussy to me. Yeah.
Okay.
Next up, we have LaFille, and she's sitting on the stage in this orangish yellow, pink, and looks like navy. I'll go first since you went first last time. I like the hair. I love the headband. I like LaFille's severe makeup. She always does this really severe, like smoky eye.
Line.
Yeah, it's like a blunt line. It's not smoked out.
Yeah.
And love the boots. I like the details. That's one thing about LaFille that I like is she has a very kooky style and she pays attention to details. I would say this is a good pussy. I wouldn't say it's a great pussy, but I would say it's a good pussy.
Yeah, it's like it's been around. It's had a couple beatings, but like it's still good. You know what I'm saying? Like it's good. I think the costume is giving a little like drag number. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I've seen it before with the shoulders, but again, it fits the brief. I feel like the brief was very like wrestler is like you can only go so far with it. So I think what she did was great. Like you said, love the hair. It's big. It's not too big. It fits her face and her body. But I like her. I just started watching her and seeing how she is and stuff and what her talent. I think she's super creative and different.
Yeah, she's fun. She reminds me of her personality reminds me of...
I think she a little, now that you say it, reminds me of Yua Hamasaki a little bit.
Well, that's what I was just about to say. Her personality.
Yeah.
I know that they're both Asian. That's not really what it is.
It's not really what it is. Her personality is.
It's her personality gives me... She's kind of kooky. She
don't give a fuck.
She don't give a fuck. She has a very kooky style. She's fishy. Can we say fishy? We can't say fishy. She's feminine. I like her. I think she's fun. Next up, we have Tainomi Banks, and this is like kind of the same thing that Eureka did with the bodysuit, but to me, this is even more elevated. I really like this.
You did?
I do. I love it.
It's definitely high quality, and I love the structuring to it because you can see all the muscles and shit.
Yeah, I think this is camp. Okay. I love all of the muscles. I love that it wasn't just a traditional like skin tone. Like it's her skin tone, but it looks like she bathed in glitter.
Yeah, that's really what it looks like now that you said that.
Yeah, and I love this like 80s flare hair and the makeup. It all just goes. But this is just my opinion.
She almost looks like one of the women from like the circus acts that's like, you know what I'm talking about? That's like overly muscular and she's like,
do you remember that show from the 90s, American Gladiator?
I don't remember the show. I thought it was just a movie.
No. There was a show from the 90s where it was like an obstacle course, and like these regular Americans, I guess they were like athletes and stuff, would do these obstacle courses, and they would have these gladiators, with women and men that were super jacked up. There's a documentary on Netflix about it, because it was kind of problematic, but it was a really entertaining show. That's what she reminds me of here.
Yeah.
I would say, to me, this is a great pussy.
Okay, we'll give it a great pussy. I do. Now that you've pointed out, because
You don't have to agree with me.
No,
You can
it's-
say your own opinion. Say your own opinion.
At first, I was a little like, okay, it's okay, pussy. But now that you said that the bodysuit looks like she's bathed in glitter, it makes more sense. Because I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay. Because at first I was like, I wish it really was like a little bit lighter toned, because it's a lot darker. But the structuring and like the muscles, like as a seamstress, that shit's not easy to do at all. You know what I'm saying? So I will definitely give it good pussy.
Yeah, I agree. I think, and I like that she's like right dead in the middle, and she's in this like power pose.
Yeah, she's like, I am the winner, bitch.
Next up, we have Kennedy Davenport, and she has like this pink mohawk and this multicolor, big shoulder, bodysuit, all of the things. What do you think?
To me, it's not giving wrestler.
Yeah.
But the costume is cute. I love Kennedy. I think that she's so talented, and she's obviously a pageant queen, and I'm a pageant queen. I live for everything she does. She's very polished, but I don't think it gives wrestler.
Yeah. I don't like this at all.
Okay.
I don't. I'm not in love with the hair. Like there's a way to do a mohawk. I just saw somebody at DragCon. What's her name? Lucy LaDuca did a mohawk for DragCon, and it looked fierce. This, I don't know. I think maybe the mohawk's too thin or something. I don't know. There's something about the mohawk I don't like. Okay. And I just, the outfit just doesn't do anything for me. I also am a huge Kennedy fan, and I also think she has some amazing looks because she's a pageant girl. But because she's an old school pageant girl, sometimes her looks are just
dated.
And this to me is dated. But sometimes she has fierce looks. But
yeah,
this
like
one,
I said, it doesn't fit the brief of wrestle.
I would say this is a bad pussy.
Okay, well, we'll go with bad pussy too then. I think
you don't have to agree with me.
I think it's almost bad pussy, to be honest. Like I said,
you think it's a hit it and quit it?
There we go, hit it and quit it.
Okay, all right. Don't agree with me if you don't agree with me.
I'm not agreeing. It's just kind of like one of them things where it's like I'm like at crossroads with it.
Yeah, then it's a hit it and quit it.
Yeah.
Okay. Next we have Alexis Mateo, and she's in this green and pink number.
I love it.
Okay. Go ahead, tell me.
I love it. I think that is very Alexis Mateo. If we all listen, Alexis Mateo has a brand, and she knows she has a brand, and she always comes with what people know that they're going to get from her, and I can appreciate that. And I like the fact that it looks like a wrestler costume, and I think that it's very it's cute. I like it. I like the colors. I like the hair. I feel like the hair could have been a little bit taller in the middle part of the hair. It looked like it almost got shipped in a box, and the box like squished it. You know what I mean?
This is one thing about Shontelle, bitch. She's a hairstylist, so she's always gonna tell you the tea on the hair.
Oh, period.
And how to fix it.
They should have did the Photoshop warping tool and just warped that shit right up into the top. Because, girl, we know they're all like photoshopped and clipped in there, so they could have just did it, But
here we are.
So, but yeah, I like the costume. It's cute. Gives wrestler. I'm gonna give it a good pussy.
Okay, I like the bodysuit. I hate the jacket. I don't like the fact that the fringe only goes to the knee. And or fur or whatever the fuck that is on the side of the boot. I don't like that. I also agree. I don't like the hair. I think she's mugged out of her mind, honey. She looks gorgeous.
Yeah, she's always good with her makeup though.
And I do love the bodysuit, but overall, I don't like this. I don't like it. I think it gives wrestler, but I don't like this. So I'm gonna say
I mean, it's not something that I would wear, but I definitely think it looks good. She always comes.
Well, this is where we disagree.
Well,
okay,
we
I'm gonna say bad pussy. Now, this I can see you liking this because you love an explosion.
I like colors, but
I
me,
know.
girl. I'm not like Miss Hot Glue fantasy where I put everything together on it.
No. I know you don't, but I know that you like an explosion of colors and things.
Yeah.
I'm usually not like that. So
Mhm.
this is just not my kind of style. So I'm gonna say bad pussy. You
Okay,
said good
good
pussy. I
pussy.
say bad pussy. Next up,
Bad pick.
next up we have our favorite hole, which is Cheryl. What are you doing? You're blocking the camera.
I'm sorry. I was trying to get a really good click a view on this.
You're stupid.
Listen, I'm not good with electronics,
You're
sister.
you're just covering your face. I mean, thank you. I mean, you probably helped out the viewers, but
Right? They're probably like, oh, my eyes.
So next up is our favorite hole. We have Cheryl in this purple and orange and black. I'll tell you my opinion. I love it. I think it looks expensive. I think it looks intentional. I think it looks like a wrestler. I love this color combination. It's stoned. Her makeup looks great. So to me, and then she's in this fierce pose. To me, this is a good pussy.
I like it too. I think it's the only thing that really just gets me with her is that she don't corset.
Oh, you know what? You're right.
That's the only thing.
She's
'cause
just a
even
little,
anything,
just a little,
just a little snatch. Because like
just a little.
she
'Cause
has.
she doesn't
great-
wear boobs, I don't think.
Okay. Well, she has great hips and she has a good upper body proportion to her hips, but she's kind of boxy. So like if you just wear a little bit of a corset and snatch that in, it would make her look really, really polished. But I do like the costume. Coming from a seamstress, doing all the like the little like pieces together on that and stuff, it is hard to do. It's very polished. I like the cape too.
Yeah. I think she's like the only one that did a cape, which is fierce.
Yeah. I don't really care for the hair. I'm just so tired of seeing that hair.
It is very, yeah, we have seen this hair a lot. Yeah, we have seen the hair a lot.
But you know what? I will say that a lot of, actually, all these girls did not come with one of those like glued hairstyles that everybody has been doing for like so long.
Yeah.
That it's kind of a refreshment, to be honest. Because I mean,
Okay.
I've heard so many people too say that they're so over that glued helmet hairstyle that just is like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That people are wanting that old school style back. So I mean, it is refreshing to see.
Okay, so what do you give it?
I give it a good pussy.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
And our last up is Lemon, and she's in this yellow ensemble with ponytails. What do you think?
I live for this because, first off, coming from the video game nerd at heart, like, I forget the girl's name, but she's a character from a fighting game, and she's baby blue and white, and she wears like a headpiece like that where it covers her face, and her titties are out, and she fights when she fights people, she'll like sit on them and like hit them with her ass and shit. She's cunty as hell. I love it. I love the hair, love the costume. I think it's cute. It's on brand. She knows her brand, girl. You already know. Good
So
pussy.
you give this a good pussy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that I agree. This is a good pussy. I don't like the boots. I think that they look a little clunky. Also, the lace up part is so uneven. It looks a little messy to me.
Yep.
That just looks unfinished to me. I don't like the boots. But the ensemble, other than that, looks great. It's yellow. It's very on brand for her. I like the fact that she did like a wrestling mask. I think she could also cinch a little bit more because I don't think she wears pads. And I just would love just a little bit more shape. But overall, I think she looks incredible. And I would give this a good pussy as well.
Yeah, I don't like the boots. Now that she pointed out, like, it's just she
Yeah.
should have worn like a patent leather boot or something that's just all solid. It would have been much cleaner.
Much cleaner.
Yeah.
So the girls come in. The show starts, and the girls come on the main stage. So for these versus the worlds, they don't enter the workroom. They
Which
enter
that was so weird for me.
the main
I'm not used to
stage.
that.
Yeah. So I don't personally, and this is just my opinion. I would rather have them walk in the workroom than the main stage. I think it just looks kind of weird that they're just like standing on the main stage. It's kind of weird.
So weird.
I've always thought that with the versus the worlds.
I didn't know
but-
that it did that normally.
Yeah, it's for all the versus the worlds. But here we are. I wish they would change that back to the workroom. But I get it. They're trying to make this have something different than the other ones.
refreshment,
So, now I want to look at their looks.
Alexis Mateo, she comes down first in a wedding gown.
Yes. So if you I don't know if you want to look on their if you look on Canada's Instagram, look down at the Alexis page, and all of their looks are right there in order. So we'll start with Alexis Mateo. Alexis comes out first with this. It looks like a pageant wedding gown. It's beaded, nude cutouts, beaded fringe, and a long veil. I think she looks absolutely beautiful. And I love her, what she says. She says, these flowers are as fake as these girls are.
Bitches that are about to walk in the door.
Yeah,
That's very something that you would say.
Well, one thing about Alexis, she's old school drag.
Yep.
She has never filtered herself, which is one of her things that makes is very charming about her.
I think that's really what's gotten her so far too, because like people want that.
Yeah,
they're so tired.
They
of
want
people being
realness.
so-
They want raw. They want you to say what's on your mind.
Yeah.
She's a little bit of a shit stir without being mean about it. I feel like she's a drag queen.
Yeah,
you know?
that's how backstage.
That's how
banter is.
backstage is. So her saying that is totally fun.
Yep.
Next up we have Cheryl Hole, and she's in a cocktail length blue dress with like this side drape.
Hate it.
Oh wait, we didn't say this. No, go back. So what do you give Alexis wedding gown?
Well, first off, what was the reason of wearing it?
I think she, in my mind, this is her fourth time doing it, and she's always been a bridesmaid and never a bride. You know what I mean? The saying, I'm always a bridesmaid, never a bride. Meaning she's always been a runner-up but never won.
Yeah.
So that is what I'm getting from this.
Yeah. That makes more sense. Like I said, Alexis has a brand. She knows it. She's going to give you what she's good at, and she's going to give you a pageant gown. The gown it's not clockable. Like you can't come for it. I love the hair too. I think it's very like 90s.
Yeah.
And that's like something that is coming back with hair. So I live for it. I think it's a good pussy. Little T, Alexis Mateo is actually one of the first drag queens to give me a booking in Tampa.
Okay, so because you're from that area starting drag.
Yeah.
And she used to live there years ago. Yeah.
Yep. It
That's
was her, Jada, and all the girls that were like doing drag at the moment there. I forget what club it was from. I think it's closed down now. But she booked me at the club and gave me my first booking. She was a little shady backstage. I could just feel it, but that's just Alexis Mateo. You know what I mean? Like you can't take it so serious. It's just drag. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm just super appreciative of her. Like she gave me my start, and I thought that was really cool.
I love that. I love
Yeah.
that. I will also say this is a good pussy. I've worked with Alexis a ton because she lived in Florida a lot. So I worked with her at Hamburger Mary's in Clearwater in Tampa a lot. So very fun. Next up is Cheryl Hole. She's in this blue cocktail length dress with a side drape. And as she walks up to Alexis, they talk about her being a bride, and Cheryl says, "Am I the bridesmaid?" And Alexis is so shady to her.
She is.
I live for it.
I don't even
live
think.
for it.
Did she know who she was when she walked up?
Oh, I'm sure she did know who she was, for sure. I mean,
Okay.
Cheryl's been on, this is her third time being on a Drag Race show.
Okay.
So I'm sure she is. What do you think?
I don't like the dress. Another thing, like I said, she don't wear a corset, and it's like for me. I get some girls will like wear those dresses where they kind of flare out, and they'll be like, "Oh, I don't have to pad," you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
there's still no shape to this dress. It's all box. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it looks like something that you would buy from like Charlotte Russe during like.
I was gonna say
prom
it
season.
looks like a sewing challenge of a girl who is just trying to get by.
And I hate this fabric. Like,
Yeah.
us, like pageant girls, like there's one thing that is not to wear certain fabrics under certain lights. And this
Yeah.
fabric looks like she should have ironed it.
I will say I do love the color on her because
The color's pretty.
she always wears this platinum blonde, and she looks great in that. I love this color on her. I do really like the drape thing that's on her arms that drapes behind her.
That's very you.
And she has really nice legs. If you look at her legs, she has
They're
nice
glossy.
legs. Yeah, they're
There ain't
nice.
no dick sucking bruises on the knees.
Girl. But I will say, I agree with you. Again, she needs to cinch a little bit.
Yes.
I just don't. I think it's not as
Or
flattering.
take the dress in a little bit, because there's some room in there.
Probably, yeah. But to me, it looks like a sewing challenge that you're just trying to get by. That she's just barely safe.
And it's like, girl, like for it being an entrance look, this is your big moment. Come on now.
Yeah.
This is.
I wouldn't say this is a bad pussy, but I will say this is a hit it and quit it for sure.
Yeah, I didn't like it. Bad pussy.
So bad pussy. For you. Okay. Next up, we have Tynomi Banks, and she comes in an orange bodysuit with a coat, and I'll tell you my opinion. I think the bodysuit is giving me very what Shea Coulee wore in on All Star 7 when she walked in the entrance.
Mm-hmm. It's that fabric that you see everywhere.
Yeah, I love the bodysuit. I think it's cool. I don't like the fact that you could see the black undergarments.
And what's crazy is, like, when I watched the actual episode, I didn't see that because I wasn't paying attention because she walks in so quickly and stuff. But yeah, now that you can see the black, no, ma'am.
I don't like that. The coat is kind of a throwaway to me. I'm not really loving this. But what saves this whole look to me is, one, she's gorgeous.
Oh, yeah.
And I love this hair. The hair is creative. I don't know what these little pom-pom things are, but it's cool to me.
I wish it was a little taller on top, but I do like the hair. It's very cute.
I like it. So I would say, because if she didn't have the coat and she didn't have the undergarments, this would be a good pussy. Because she does have those, it kind of takes away. So I'm going to say this is a hit it and quit it.
For me, it's just the look is giving very, like, show costume. The coat is not giving grand. Like, if this is your entrance, like, you need to go in. Like, this is your moment.
Yeah.
And the coat is giving, it's, like, very thin. It's not full.
Yeah.
It looks like one row of ruffles, and they didn't even ruffle it a lot. And I don't know if it's just, that's how it's going to look, but the band and the waist, you see it?
Let me look. Oh, yeah.
I don't like it. And then the underbody garments, like, for me, it's a no for me.
Yeah.
But like you said, what saves it is the hair and the makeup. But, it's a no for me. Bad pussy.
You're so genius for this. I love. We have to remember to do the good pussy, bad pussy, and hit it and quit it, honey. I live for this. Let's see. Next up, we have LaFille, and she's from Drag Race UK. She comes in this red, white, and blue look with balloons attached to her hair. What do you think?
I thought this was fucking genius. Like,
Yeah.
for me, I don't know who this queen is until watching this season, and I immediately was like, I love her because she, like you said, she just don't give a fuck, and she's very out of the box, very creative. I love a creative queen. Even the thing that's going around her arms is very full. It's very cute. And the stuff that says the things on her costume, like, because in her, I think in her confessional, she was saying that she goes by he, him, and whatever it is. And
They.
even and in and out of drag. Like, she even goes by he in drag, and she's like, I just am here to break boundaries and tell people that, like, this is who I am. And I thought that was really cool because even on her costume, it, like, resonates through, and it says air male, M-A-L-E, like she's a male.
Oh,
Like,
I didn't
she's-
clock that. Look at you clocking that.
Like, I thought it's just very, very genius of her, and she's okay with, like, her gender and, like, her confidence and stuff. And, like, who has come in with fucking balloons attached to her head?
Girl. One thing about me, I absolutely cannot stand a rainbow look, and I absolutely cannot stand a red, white, and blue look. I cannot
I
stand
think
them.
this fits. Like, it goes with the look.
But all of this together, there's something about her. She's just kooky.
Yeah.
And who would have thought to tie their hair in balloons? Like,
Yeah.
it's just wild.
It's everything.
And it all is cohesive. It's made well. And this is a drag queen. Like, this is a drag queen. She's using, like, mailing stuff to make her outfit in her little it looks like a boa or coat. I love the boots, the thigh highs that go all the way up. This is the kind of boot that Lemon should have had on, but in yellow.
Yep.
So I would say this is a great pussy.
This is giving tight pussy, ain't ever been beat up, good pussy that everybody wants to hit.
She's rejuvenated pussy, honey.
Yes, bitch.
So next up we have Kennedy Davenport. She's from the U.S. in this floral bodysuit, and
you go first.
I love what she says. She says, "I sure didn't watch y'all seasons."
That was cunty.
Girl,
I
lived for that.
And the thing about her is that when she says something, it don't come off like she's trying to be like a bitch. So it just came off kind of funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she's another like Alexis, where she's like an old school drag queen. As far as the outfit goes, it fits well. The length is right. She looks pretty, and I do like the hair. I, personally, do not like this. I think the hat, it looks like it's too small.
I was just thinking now that I can... Because in the video, when they're moving quick and stuff, it's kind of hard to see the look. But with her posing like this, it does make sense. The hat should have been as big as the bell bottoms.
Yeah, and I know you love about bell bottom.
Oh, I was just about to say.
Yeah, I know you love a bell bottom, and it does fit her well. I think there's something about the pattern with this. It looks a little too simple, and the hat is just too small. I'm gonna say a hit it and quit it because I do like it, but this to me would be like a bar number.
Yeah, I definitely think girl, can you imagine if this, because this print is actually really pretty. Can you imagine if it was like completely beaded?
Right, and this,
she got the money, bitch.
Kennedy would be the one. She's from Texas. She knows everybody that beads.
Ultimate drag queen, like Christina Ross or somebody would have just lived to do that.
Right. I don't get it. I don't get it.
I do like the bell bottoms though. I think that one thing I cannot stand about someone that does bell bottoms is one, if they're too short. Like that's huge for me.
Huge.
And people always make them too short. And I also don't like a thin bell bottom. Like you can tell this bitch did like a full circle skirt with this. She did not cut corners. So I do like that, but the costume is giving basic.
Yeah.
So bad pussy.
You're doing bad pussy. I'm doing hit it and quit it.
Okay.
Next up we have La Kahena. She's from France and she has this red ruffle outfit. I'll give you my opinion. I think this looks like a hot mess. A hot mess. A hot ass mess, bitch. I don't even know where to begin. I think that is it a gown?
It almost looks like intestines hanging off
Is it a
her.
gown? Is it a cocktail length? Because girl, it goes to her ankles. It's not even floor length. It looks like you took this gown.
From the top. Start from the top and go down to the bottom. Come on, girl.
Okay.
Lubricate. Here, let me take a drink.
Okay, let me take a drink. This is just iced coffee. Okay, from the top. The ponytail is too thin. It's not big enough for a drag queen.
It's not a Sasha Colby ponytail.
And she's got this little bitty curly Q that's hanging out this head wrap. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. The makeup is not there for me. It's not there for me. I love the jewelry in the nose. I think that that's creative. I also think that is probably a nod to her heritage or where she's from, which I love. Moving down to the gown, I just think this looks like a lawnmower got a hold of it and just shredded that bitch.
Girl.
Or like a herd of cats just came through and said, we are the pussies. A herd of cats said, we are the only pussies, bitch. Or she went and tried to do a pageant, and girl, they just took some razor blades right onto that.
Damn, bitch.
I would say this is a 8-up pussy, bitch.
Girl.
Like, bottom of the barrel, I would throw this look away. I am not afraid to say it.
Girl, speak on it. No, I was going to say the same thing. First, like I said, it ain't a Sasha Colby ponytail.
Nope.
Make sure you go buy one. if you want a thick ponytail. The forehead, girl, where is the hairline starting? I'm sorry, but come on now.
You can contour a little bit, yeah, for
Well,
sure.
also just pull it down, pull that headband down just a little bit, and then
Yeah.
do the curl because you know she's got hair under there,
Yeah,
so she could have done the curl a little bit lower and a little
Yeah.
bit more full.
I agree. Especially if you're not gonna paint in that area.
Yeah.
There's no need to have that much space between.
She don't have much. She ain't doing much eye space,
Right.
so it's like you
Right.
gotta again proportionize.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go with a no for that, and then also for the jewelry. I love the jewelry. I thought it was very cool. I don't know if I can say this, but it reminds me of like a fortune teller or something. The theme. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I can see that. How?
It gives me very that.
Yeah. Okay.
But the gown is she's one of them queens where it's like she has cool ideas, but she don't execute them right. Because
Yeah.
this could have been really cool and high fashion, but I feel like this could have looked great if she would have won cinched.
Oh, that is the number one thing about this is that there's just too much.
There's no
bulk.
shape.
There's too much bulk up top and in the midsection, which makes her look really wide.
She should have
And-
did all that shred like over the titty on the right where the little arm thing is, and then like more on the hip.
I would have done the shreds at the bottom and had
Mm-hmm.
it like trickle slightly up to where that one strap is.
Yeah.
To counteract the one sleeve, because I do like the one sleeve. And one thing about this, I love this color on her because she's very fair
It looks good in red.
and she looks good in red. But
I like
this-
the tattoos with it too because it kind of gives it more edge.
but the outfit's a no.
Yeah, it's not cute.
No.
It's not. I didn't like it when she first walked in. There's a
No.
lot in the girl.
So what is the
That's why
pussy that you give her?
This is 8-up lawnmower pussy.
Lawnmower pussy, yes, bitch. You better say lawnmower pussy, bitch. Okay, girl. And love Hannah. We wish you well.
she's-
We wish you well. This is
But
you
you
know
know
this
what?
is nothing personal.
Yeah, and the
It's-
thing is the only way you're going to grow is by people telling you these things because let me tell you, there's a lot of people that will be in your circle that are yes people, and that's not how you're going to go anywhere. Like,
No.
unfortunately, drag is a sport, and it's not taken lightly, so you either grow with thick skin or don't do it, period.
Yeah. And I think she has some great ideas. I just think, like you said, the execution, maybe she needs some help with styling.
Yeah.
And that's okay. This is a lawnmower pussy. Up next
God,
we
tore her ass
have
to shreds, bitch. Just like that gown.
yes, bitch. Up next we have Fierce Delicious from Canada, and she's in. This is self-explained. Blue prolapse dress and a Wowie Award purse. Now, to tell you some backstory, this is an outfit she made on her original season, the Sewing Challenge. So that's why she wore it.
Okay.
Now, before her outfit that she wears for the runway later on, I was like, why does she wear this?
Yeah.
But
it was like a nod.
But it explains it later on in the episode. But right now, we're just going to give our critiques based off
of what we see.
Based off of what we see. Do you want to go first or do you want me to go?
You go first because I'm a little confused on it.
Okay. So, first of all, Fierce Delicious is absolutely stunning. She always looks beautiful. Her makeup is absolutely stunning. Let me get this. Why is this way over here, honey? I need more. Oh, there we go. Woo. Her makeup is beautiful. I don't love the hair with this. It's a different color blue. I don't like that it's like kind of like over her brow kind of thing. I don't know. I would have liked it all slicked back. That would have looked more fashion. I like the shoes. I think the purse is funny because she won the Wowie Award and she made it into a purse. The outfit is garbage. I mean, it's garbage. I think she did bad, and I would have to look back at when she made this on the show. I don't think it did well for her. I don't know if this is when she went home or not. You can see the glue spots and everything. It's just,
you can?
This is garbage, sweetie. Garbage.
Well,
Garbage.
Yeah, you can even see the fucking the pleating where she.
I would almost say La Cajena's dress is better than this, except for the fact that this looks cinched in the waist. I don't know if she's actually cinched, but the way that the seams are, it does look cinched.
Well, it's all about like knowing your body and how like she put that intestine part of the butthole on the hip, bitch. Girl, I don't know what it is, but you said prolapse, so we're gonna go with that.
That's what
So
she said.
Yeah, so like it's all about kind of knowing your body and like how to make things look like it's really not, but it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but I hate the dress too. I think when I saw it, I was very confused because obviously I've never seen any of the prior seasons. So I was like, what are these like red things just sitting on her shoulder and hips? Like, I don't even know what the fuck it is. But then when she said prolapse, I was like, oh my God, not this.
Yeah. Yep. I would give it
Hate the hair too.
A bad pussy.
I hate the hair. I am tired of seeing the wet hair. I'm over it.
Damn, read me, bitch. Read me.
No, it's just like
I just wore a red hair, wet hair look.
girl, sorry.
Damn,
It's
read
just-
me, shit.
It's one of the things where it's like everybody has done it for so long that it's like the glued hairstyles. It's like, come on now. A human wig can't just be wet and call it being styled. Like,
I think there's ways to do it. I just don't like the swooped. I think if it was all slicked back wet, that gives way
that would
more
be cool.
fashion. But I just don't like this. It looks very, I'm going to my 8th grade dance.
Not even. It looks like she's just going. Love you, Fierce Delicious. We just had a thing with you, and love you. But this is giving hooker, and not in a good way.
Yeah,
it looks like she got fucked too many damn times, and her asshole fell out, and she put it on the
Girl.
dress.
Oh my gosh. Next up, we have Eureka from US in a full-on red look. I will go first. I absolutely love it. I think it looks absolutely great. I love the proportions. Eureka is always padded. Not well.
Not always, because like she just did something.
Yeah. Yeah. Used to be always padded. When
She
she's
fell
padded,
under the spell.
when she's padded in proportioned, I think she looks incredible. Her waist is cinched. She has huge titties, huge ass, huge hips.
Mm-hmm.
Love the hat. Love the makeup. Love this hair color on her. Overall, I just think this looks great. So to me, this is a great pussy.
Yeah, I agree. Like, she is a pageant girl. She knows how to like dress for her body. She has great hips. She has great waist. You know, her waist looks proportioned to her boobs. Everything just looks good. Like, it's very polished. And I like how she did the little nod when she walked in. She's like, surprise, surprise. Like that lady, what's her name? The one that does surprise, surprise.
Oh, what's her name? I think didn't she just pass?
I don't know.
I can't remember her name, but yes.
But she did a nod to that, and I thought that was very cute.
Yeah.
But I love it. Me and Eureka, a little story too. I know you competed against her at EOY multiple times, but I competed against her too that one year, the first year that I competed for EOY in 2015. And she's known for always placing top 10.
Yeah, she's a fierce pageant queen. She always everything she does, she usually, unless it's her niece, she usually always places very high. That's the thing with Eureka. She's very polished. She's
very
funny,
talented.
Very talented. Her looks are always right. So, you know, you could say what you want about her personally, but her drag is right.
She always comes correct. So
correct.
But what I was going to say is, me being a noob queen that year in 2015, I came and competed at EOY, and I beat her that year. So
we both beat Eureka. Sorry, Eureka.
Sorry, girl.
We love you.
Yes.
So next up we have, this is the last one of the entrances, and that is Lemon in this full-on yellow look. What do you think?
I liked it. I thought it gave money. It's hard to see in this picture because they snapped it as soon as she like moved the dress. But I really liked it. I thought that the little shoulder pieces, everything looked well constructed. She stoned it. The ruffles were really pretty. I loved the hair too. The hairline was unclockable. The makeup looked good. I give this like badass pussy. I loved it.
I would say it's a good pussy. I don't love a clunky shoe. I hate a clunky shoe unless it absolutely has to go with the look.
She probably had to wear it though because the dress might have been too long.
Well, then, girl, get a dress altered.
Yeah, well,
I mean that's the tea. Get a dress altered if that is the case. But that's just my preference.
Yeah.
She obviously likes a clunky heel because she had one in her her promo, and she has one here. I just don't like them.
They're hard to walk in.
I think she looks great overall. So I would say good pussy.
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
liked it.
Well, now that we've gotten this far, we're almost an hour in and we've only done 2 looks, bitch. So let's move on. Let's move on to the actual.
Kiki is happening.
That episode, honey. So the girls come in, they do their entrance, they do their kiki, la 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 la. They split into their where they're gonna get dressed, and Eureka is drawn to La Kahina because she's kind of by herself, and the other U.S. girls, cluster, the UK girls cluster, the Canada girls cluster, so they go together. And now it's time. The first challenge is them having to, right off the bat, they have to split into 3 groups by picking a song. They don't actually pick their teammates. I guess they do, but you're really picking the song, and it makes you into whatever groups you're going to be in. Let's start with I already put this in there. Eureka picks La Kahina because she's alone and she doesn't want her to feel alone. I think that's kind of sweet. We've seen that side of Eureka throughout her Drag Race journey, where she can sometimes feel like an outcast, or so she said, and so she can kind of that resonates with her. So that's why she picks that team.
Yeah, she's very sweet for that.
She's very sweet for that. The Canadian Alliance. So in here I said the Canadian girls are all talking about creating an alliance. Although Lemon is hesitant.
Like, no.
Yeah, because she's like, there's a Canadian curse, and I don't want that. Would you, if you were on a season like this, say you did a Versus the World, and you were with a couple of U.S. girls, would you do an alliance with the U.S. girls, or how would you play that?
I really don't know, because I don't know what it would be like on set and how the whole situation would be. But for me, I'm so competitive that I would just be like, I feel like I would just be like, I ain't creating no alliance. Like, I'll be good with you, and I probably would be on everybody's good terms, but I would just be like, listen, if I gotta cut you when it comes to it, I'm gonna cut you.
Oh wow!
You know
So well, first of all, if you said that out loud, they would eliminate you like they did.
That's why you don't say that.
Hello, Morgan McMichaels. She said that, and they said, out of here.
You play the game. Like, it's a competition. You got to play the game, and you got to make sure that you're on good terms with people. But
I would probably do an alliance. I mean, I did that on All Star 7 with Monet. Mm-hmm. I think alliances can be beneficial if you make an alliance with somebody who's strong.
I was going to say, you have to make sure you're with people that are talented enough to where they're going to pull you far enough. Because, girl, you make an alliance with the wrong crowd, the other people that win the challenges are going to be like, oh, she's an alliance, send her home.
Yeah, exactly. Fierce Delicious says she forgot underwear and socks, and Lemon replies, would you say that's because you are stupid or forgetful? Now, bitch, if this is not a Shontelle Sparkles moment, as soon as that happened...
Are you talking about Fierce Delicious?
Yes, I'm saying that is you forgetting stuff, and me, I'm Lemon, and you are Fierce Delicious in this moment, girl.
It honestly really is our personalities.
You are dumb, honey, and I love the shade.
Bitch, I would never forget my underwear or socks.
Are you stupid, or are you forgetful?
Probably both.
I thought that was funny. I like their dynamic. I mean, you could tell that they're friends.
Yeah, because honestly, if somebody else would have said that to somebody, they probably would have taken it so personal.
Yeah, absolutely. So. The girls split into their groups to write their verses. And then, so far, Alexis has that shady drag queen energy. and so does Fierce Delicious. Lemon does a little bit, but I can kind of see with Lemon where she is she's still reading the room.
Yeah, for sure.
She doesn't want to, insert herself too much. And surprisingly, Eureka's being very neutral as well.
Yeah, I noticed it too.
Which I like this energy from her.
I think she's trying to play the room too and see how everybody is going to react. You know?
Right. During the group's rehearsal for choreography, Laka Hennas tells her group she is not a dancer at all. And she's paired.
Let's expect the worst first.
Girl, and she's right. Let's expect the worst first, which I guess is good because if you expect the worst, then you set the expectation low. So when you do good, people are like, "Oh wow, you did do good." And she is paired with Eureka and Alexis, who are two strong performers. Strong personalities, strong performers, have both done well in all of their seasons. And
it was such a weird dynamic because I was like, how did they put her with her? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
but it was interesting.
They picked Alexis and Eureka picked her.
Oh, yeah.
Because she was the first one. So
yeah, that's kind of like what I meant, but I was just so. It was
very
just
interesting.
Yeah.
Well, it's so strange because Eureka picked Laka Henna because she was by herself.
Yeah.
And Alexis picked that group because she's worked with Eureka before and knows their work dynamic goes well.
Yeah.
So it was very interesting. And Alexis seemed to be kind of distant with Laka Henna. She was kind of annoyed.
Or she was just didn't know how to like take her personality. You know what I mean? Because Laka Henna is very unique.
I think she's just shy, and she's probably also very intimidated. One, she went home first on her original season. Two, she's in a foreign country with a bunch of girls she probably never met before. So I can imagine it's just overwhelming. It's just overwhelming.
Well, she did really good navigating because even in the challenge, like, she was picking up the choreography so quick. Like, I was very impressed. I was like, not you like sitting here saying you ain't a good dancer and you picking it up fast.
Right. Well, Alexis takes the lead as the choreographer. Eureka is falling behind on the choreography, but Laka Henna is picking it up pretty good. So I'm surprised with Eureka not getting the choreography right away.
Do you think it was TV? Like she was just trying to give TV?
I don't know, because the thing with Eureka is she's a pageant queen, so she's danced with dancers before. She's done Las Vegas before, which is all choreography with dancers.
Yeah.
So she's done this a lot. So for her to not pick up choreography like that is kind of questionable to me, especially since Laka Henna is getting it.
For me, I was like, this is giving very sus.
Oh, you thought it was like, okay, TV.
You're trying to act like, oh, I'm not
TV
good,
moment.
I can't learn it. And then all of a sudden you go and you do the challenge and you're like, you know what I mean? She turns the party.
Do you think that you would get the choreography down immediately?
Absolutely not.
No?
Probably not, just because of the pressure and like everything being on, but everything. But
you've done a lot of pageants with talents that have multiple dancers.
Yes, but I'm saying like with them recording me and being like, okay, we're gonna do this, I would be very that like Bambi on just learning how to walk. You know what I'm saying? But I would go back to my room and everything and practice the choreography to make sure I had it, and I would turn it on the main stage.
You think so?
Oh, period.
Period. Okay. Well, LaFille takes the lead for choreography in her group. She says she has the people skills to deal with Fierce Delicious.
Who said that?
LaFille, the one with the balloons. She takes the lead, and she says she's going to take the lead because she has the people skills to deal with Fierce Delicious. Because in her group, it's LaFille and Fierce Delicious. And who's the other? Tainomi.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes. What do you think? Do you think if you were in a group with Fierce Delicious, because she's very opinionated, she's kind of that young, pretty, bitchy girl, do you think that you would have the patience to deal with somebody like that in a girl group setting?
Probably not.
No?
I probably would read her and be like, girl, sit down, little kid. Like, no, because like, I don't know. I usually can vibe with everybody, but if for her, like, love her to death, but I feel like not knowing where she comes from, I probably would take it really personal. 'Cause
Yeah.
you know me, I'm a very emotional person.
I have like, so we did our podcast with, so one thing about future episodes, Fierce Delicious is going to be on our regular podcast. If you haven't watched or listened to that, you can listen to I Live for This podcast on iTunes,
Yeah,
on
and she talks about a lot of
Spotify,
good stuff.
and she's one of our future guests. So make sure that you go subscribe. Right now we have 2 episodes out with Raja Gemini and Lucy LaDuca, and you can listen to those. Or if you're watching this, then you can listen to it on YouTube as well. And if you want to support us, go subscribe to our Patreon and look it up, Patreon/Trinity the Tuck, and you can subscribe and
Watch
that
everything
helps.
in real time.
Yeah, what you can watch it like you're watching this with the podcast, and that just helps us with editors' fees, being able to support us doing more of this stuff for you guys. Moving on to Lemon's group. Lemon's group are all dancers and all want to choreograph the number. They run into challenges because no one wants to take a back seat. And this is the problem you always run into when you get
A bunch of chefs.
a bunch of chefs in the kitchen. When everybody's good at something, everybody wants to be the standout star, and so they're all trying to navigate this, and they're not agreeing. And that is Lemon, Kennedy, and who was the other? Lemon, Kennedy. Oh, and Cheryl Hole.
Oh, yes.
All very good
I didn't know that
dancers.
Cheryl was a good dancer.
Yeah. Cheryl's great. She did great in the girl group challenges in the past, I think. And
No, she's really good.
yeah, she's really good. If you were in this position, I mean, you're not really like you said, you would probably take a back seat, just like I would. I
Yeah.
would let somebody else choreograph.
Now, if something was coming up to where I knew I couldn't do it, I would speak up and be like, we're going to have to switch this little step up. Because that's what I do when I'm doing, like, pageants and stuff. If they try to throw me some choreography that I'm not comfortable with, no, ma'am, you ain't going to throw me on stage looking like, I'm just now learning how to walk.
Yeah. Well, I guess later on in the episode we'll see what happens with this. I mean, we already seen it, so we know, but we'll talk about it. While everyone is getting in makeup, Cheryl tells Lemon that she is her only alliance. And Lemon's response is, I love you, baby.
I saw that.
Girl, I cannot. And this is the thing is we don't know, like, the editing of this, we don't know what really happened. We don't know if Lemon and Cheryl had a previous conversation where they agreed to be an alliance. But Lemon kind of did this with the Canada girls where she hints at, but doesn't really say yes
I'm in
to
the
the
alliance.
dress. Yeah, girl. So I think this is kind of like, oh my gosh, Cheryl's like, girl, you're my only alliance. Yes, I got your back. And Lemon's like, oh, well, I love you.
It's like when someone tells you I love you, but they don't say it back, and you're like,
Oh my
this is
gosh,
awkward.
right? Right. It was so awkward and so good. I was like, yes, this is so crazy. It's so
live for it.
cringe. We're going to have to see what happens later on in the season. How these quote unquote alliances, how they do. Eureka shares that her confidence is shaken because of the response she's gotten from coming out as trans. This is while they're getting ready. And a fun fact, a lot of people don't know this about Eureka, but before any of us were on Drag Race, when we were competing together, Eureka used to live as herself. Like, she was trans before. And then she detransitioned and then got on the show. And then, I guess she was still trying to figure herself out. And then came back out as trans. And, but yeah, years ago, Eureka lived as her authentic self as a woman. But that's the beauty about life is, you know, life is a journey, and you know, sometimes you question things and you have to figure things out for yourself, and this has been a long journey for her. Same thing, you know, for me. I also deal with that kind of journey. I just haven't taken that leap. I don't know if I ever will, but good for her. And it's interesting to see somebody like Eureka, who is so good at drag and everything she does, be so vulnerable about feeling insecure. And it's sad that she feels insecure because of the response that she gets, and I'm assuming because of like fans and people.
I'm sure the fans are fucking crazy.
Yeah. Kennedy shares that she got into a new relationship and her partner is a trans man and they are expecting a baby.
Which I thought that was so cool.
I as long as I've known Kennedy, and I don't know her, like, we're not best friends or anything, so I don't know her history, but I don't ever remember her being in a serious relationship. And the pictures of her boyfriend, I don't know if it's her fiance, but I'm just going to say boyfriend because I don't remember them saying they were engaged. But her boyfriend is cute.
Yeah, I was very happy for her when she...
I was like, and they're expecting, that is so fantastic. I am like super over the moon. She seems excited about this.
She seems like she's glowing too and happy.
Yeah.
Like there's a new like version to her, it seems like. I don't know.
And it almost, and she even said this is a reason why she's there. It's a motivation for her to do well because she's got a family to support now.
Yeah.
And I just think that's so great, and I can't wait to see pictures of little baby Kennedy running around,
flipping around,
girl, doing high kicks and splits and dips and all of those things.
Right,
because you already know. But I can't wait to see all of that. So getting into the girl group performances, we have the first group, Just Divas. And at first I was like, I wrote
what did
down...
you think of the name?
Just Divas. I mean, girl.
It's very like, let's buy something off Alibaba. You know what I mean?
I guess. It's just like, it is kind of generic. Just Divas. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Girl.
That's probably the only rights they could get.
When they were showing the looks for each group, I didn't pick up until the second group. Oh, they were all prompted to bring a black and gold girl group outfit. So that way everybody looks cohesive. And so I was like, oh, the looks are cohesive. And I was thinking to myself, how did they plan this? But then...
You should be the first one to know.
Yeah, but then they do that. But they don't always do that. They don't... In none of my seasons did they say bring a girl group outfit with this theme colors. They never said that. So this is interesting. I like this. I like that they prompt them so that way everybody looks cohesive.
Yeah.
I also like, this is the first time I've ever seen a drag race episode where they announced this is going to be a Canada's Drag Race EP. Not a RuPaul song EP, not a Brooklyn EP. This is a Canada's Drag Race EP that they're going to release.
I didn't even pay attention to that.
Yeah, which is very interesting. I love that. Let's see. So, the divas, their outfits are cohesive. The standout for me, this is La Kahina, Eureka, Alexis. The standout for me watching this was Eureka. I think she had personality. I thought she landed all the moves. I liked her verse the most.
I like her rapping. Like the way that she sounds, like in the track, is fierce.
It was
she has so
confident.
Much, confident in character, and just like color to her voice. Yeah, it's fierce.
I think Alexis did good as well, but I don't remember her lyrics exactly. I love that she was bilingual throughout, but it didn't resonate with me as much as Eureka's did. I think it's just because she didn't have as much personality. And La Kahina, she hit all the moves. All the moves were hit, but there just wasn't that.
Yeah.
There wasn't that energy that I
To
needed
me, it looked
from
like
her.
she was just running through the choreography like she just had to do it.
Right. And then, also because she was in a group with two powerhouses, like,
She might have already had just beat herself up and was like, girl, how am I going to do this?
maybe, but, sometimes just
You gotta
choreography
push
is just
through.
not people's thing, But
Yeah.
she could have gave more energy out, and that was the what I remember from this group. I can tell though by watching this that the choreography was simplified for La Kahina, because I know what Alexis can do and what Eureka can do, and they are both minimizing themselves so they don't overshadow her. But the crazy thing is, even with doing that, they still did, because they're just that good.
Yeah. But I said too, I was like, Eureka definitely shined in this group challenge.
To me, yeah, that's what I was.
I did
when
too.
When I was watching, I was like, oh my gosh, I think Eureka did great out of everybody.
And you could tell that Eureka in the back was like when they had to do the little sway thing back and forth, she was trying just like to kind of just be, da, da, da. And then bitch, when she came up and did her, she went boom and pushed him out the right, and she was just like going in with the choreography, and I was like, okay, we clearly know who's the one that shined here.
And we'll talk later on with the critiques and stuff, but to me, that's how a girl group should be. You are cohesive with everybody during the group part, but your solo is your moment.
Yeah, and you give everybody a chance to shine when they're in the middle.
Yeah, exactly. Next up, we have The Face. That is the next group name, girl. Another generic girl group
What
name.
was it called?
I think it's called The Face.
Oh.
Just Divas, The Face.
Okay.
Again, the outfits are nice. To me, in this group, Tainomi is the standout with the choreography and her verse. I feel like the choreography is mostly in place, though. They don't use the whole stage, and it's just from the waist up. I wish everybody had more energy, too.
Yeah.
It was kind of meh to me overall.
I liked Fierce Delicious's choreography too.
You did?
I did.
I felt like her energy wasn't cohesive. It was like when she knew a part, she really hit it hard, and then other parts, it looked like
Well, I
she
was talking about her solo part.
Oh, okay.
I liked her solo part.
Well, I was watching her as the group, and to me,
Okay.
she looked lost. Like she was like thinking too much about the moves.
Maybe she hated all the moves.
I don't know, but it seemed a little. To me, she was the weakest one in the group. To me.
Okay.
Yeah. Then the last group is called Slapbacks. I like this group name because it's kind of got like that umph to it.
Got a slap back, bitch.
Yeah, it's a slapback, and you can incorporate that with like some lyrics. I hear that. I like that. Again, the outfits are great. This group was the best by far to me. They had the best dancers. Everybody was a good dancer. Very well put together. The best choreography. The best use of the stage. I feel like they used every bit of the stage all over.
Yeah, they really did. I'm watching it still right now.
I think, obviously, Lemon's verse was the best
It was
of the group. Of the whole night, but of the group, it was the best.
Yeah.
And I think all three of them did very well with the choreography.
I didn't like. Can we talk about the looks?
Yeah.
The look that I didn't like the most out of that group was Lemon's, and I thought everything was cute, but I didn't like how she had that black turtleneck on her neck or whatever, and then how she had the lace front. It looked like she had the lace front lower, or might have been because the neck part was clashing.
Okay.
It just made her face look like she was like
Squished.
smaller compared to her body, because like the black was so like black. And then
Right.
her face was just boom, and then the hair was so long that it almost swallowed her.
Okay.
So that was the only thing that I really thought like I could clock as far as like the look, but the rap and stuff and the performance was fierce.
Yeah, she's like one of the best lyricists from any Drag Race franchise out there. Like,
Yeah, she's sick,
so good, so good. And go check out her music. She just came out with an album, I think, not too long ago, and
she wrote everything.
She wrote everything. So
Yep.
go support her. That's fierce. And this is before the critiques. My opinion, and I'm writing this in order of like as I was watching the episode. before I found out who was in the bottom, my opinion of the bottom 2 performances was La Kahina and Fierce Delicious. To me, out of everybody, this is unbiased. This is just based off of watching the performances only, because we haven't even seen the runways yet. Now we're gonna move on to. Oh wait, tell me just your opinion on the bottom 2 performances. Who do you think were the bottom 2?
I don't know if I can say 2, but I definitely thought La Kahina was the lowest. I don't know. I don't know, to be honest.
Okay.
Probably Fierce Delicious. Like when it came to her solo, I thought she was fierce, but in that group itself, they did kind of look like they were over the choreography. Like
Yeah.
it just the face. They always say like when you're in the background and you're moving, you always should smile or look like you're having a good time.
Yeah.
And she didn't look like she was having a good time. So I mean, I probably can just agree with that because that's the closest I can think of.
Okay. So for you, for sure though, La Kahina was the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay. The runway is Wonders of the World, my very best drag. So basically, they bring
Best drag.
look. Yeah, their best drag look. Alexis is in this purple feather outfit that's a gown. It looks fully rhinestoned and feathered, and it has a pop-up tail. It has a headpiece. To me, I think she looks stunning.
I like the hair on her.
This is very Alexis, very showgirl. She is a showgirl through and through. It's old school drag. I think her makeup looks great. Her hair looks great. The proportions. Her waist is cinched. The feathers. She looks great. What do you think?
Yeah, she looked. I thought the same thing. Like, the bitch knows how to do some drag. Like, everything was on point. I loved the size of the bottom of the gown. It looked like she had like a hula hoop in there.
Yeah.
Which was really, really good. Fierce. It's giving high whore drag, and I live for it.
So I'm gonna say, good pussy.
Period. Good pussy.
Okay. Next up we have La Kahina, and she's in this sheer-ish black ensemble. I'll give you my thoughts. I put the outfit isn't bad, but needs more shape. I hate a chunky shoe. She's in a chunky shoe. The tights, I like the fact that she had this sheer tight, the sheer black tights. I just wish they were all the way to the toes, like fitted all the way to the toes. Because one, her toes were hanging over the shoe.
And all you see is just
she had cliffhangers, and then she didn't paint her toenails, and I think that's so unfinished when you have your toes showing and then the toenails are just unfinished. I just don't like that. I just think it just doesn't look good. But I will say I do really like the idea of this costume.
Me too.
I like the headband. I like the head wrap. I like the scorpion that's rhinestoned. I love the look, the back, the detail that has the ring around her butt and it drapes. I really like it.
For me, this is something that you would wear, but you would just edit it a little bit.
Yeah, if she was cinched more, and had the footing in the tight.
She needs an Ethan Cross corset.
She needs, yes, your husband makes great corsets. If she was just cinched, I think that would have made the world of difference. I think this is heads above everything that she's worn so far. So because if she was cinched, I would have gave this a good pussy. But because she's not cinched and because her cliffhangers, I'm going to say this is a hit it and quit it.
It's definitely one of them things too when you look at the corset. It's like this corset is not properly made or it's not made to her size. And like if she would just tighten the corset, if it could be a little bit more, it probably would have looked more fierce. But there's no shape. And it would have looked cool because the way that the fabric is draped in the middle and then it goes over her hips with just a little bit more cinching, it would have looked really cool because that would have accentuated the hips, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
Loved the head wrap. Loved the jewelry. She always has interesting jewelry, it seems like.
Yeah.
Which is really cool.
I love that she said that the head wrap was an homage to the women of the culture of where she's from, of North Africa. I loved that.
Yeah, she's cool as hell. Like, I love her style. I just wish that she would just polish it up a little more.
Yeah.
Because I feel like she's definitely going to be one of them queens that is going to evolve and be really fucking sickening. But the
Girl,
tights,
just
like
get
you
you
said,
get you a cincher and wear some hips. I think with drag.
well, I feel like a lot of queens don't know what those are.
Yeah, well, I also think it's just it all depends on your own personal body shape if you need to wear pads or not. For me, for her, I would just pad, especially with the type of costumes that she likes to wear. I think that would accentuate the looks because
Yeah, she's not
I
showing her
like
full body.
because I like her aesthetic on certain looks.
Yeah.
This one specifically, if it was just cinched, I think it would have.
She could totally get away with pads. Like,
Yeah.
she doesn't wear things that show the pad line a lot of times.
Yeah.
So it's not like she's like having to show her body. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, she could wear things to get away with that.
Yeah, I agree. Next up, we have Eureka, and Eureka is in this faux fur pink outfit with shoulders. It's she says that
It's an elephant, right?
it's like two elephants making a heart. I don't see an elephant
I did not
at
see
all.
it.
I don't see a heart at all. I absolutely hate this. To me,
I did too.
this is the worst outfit of the runway. It is awful. You could see the bra. Like, girl, why would you ever wear a bra, like show a bra, especially it not match the aesthetic of the outfit? You can also see her undergarments around her panty line. This
Oh,
is
yeah.
this is sloppy. And I don't understand
Well,
this.
even the wig is giving cosplay.
Girl, and it's like frizzy.
Frizzy.
I don't get this for Eureka. This does not seem like the Eureka that I know because Eureka is always polished.
On fucking
I'm
point.
confused on this. Even more so, like, you know, normally she's like padded and all of that. It's not even just that. It's more so the details are just
The
sloppy.
details, it's not polished.
It's sloppy. Let's see. It looks cheap. Undergarments, but again, the mug, she's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Always. I would say this
pussy.
is a bad. This is an ate up pussy. I wouldn't even say bad. This is an ate up pussy because I expect more out of Eureka because I know what she can deliver. Look at her entrance look,
Right. And also, like, why are you wearing a black underbody garment?
girl.
That
Awful.
thing, like, you should only wear a black underbody garment when you're wearing dark clothes.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless you really want to show it off, because that's what you're doing.
It looked awful. It looked rushed. It looked sloppy. I hated it.
Yep.
Next up, we
I hated
have
the hair.
girl. Next up, we have Lemon, and Lemon is. Let me get back down here. Lemon.
I love her hair.
Wait, hold on, wait. Let me tell you about it.
Okay.
I gotta find Lemon. Lemon is in this, like, it looks like a 50s kind of silhouette, fully rhinestone bodice. The hair is an updo. Go ahead, tell us your looks.
I love the hair. I think it's really pretty. As a hairstylist, I'm looking at this. There's a lot of detail in that. Love the glasses. The only thing, this is what I always clock, is the corset. The corset doesn't look like it's snatched. Now, she can get away with it more here because of the big tutu type style dress here. It makes her look a little bit more bodied. But still, it just looks like she could cinch it a little more. But I love the details. I love the stones. Love the shoes. I like it. I think it's a good pussy.
I love this look. I think it's very polished. It is an elevated lemon look. My only critique, and this is me being picky, is that I hate when girls do strapless, hard corsets, and when they turn to the side, you can see inside their titty cup.
Oh yeah,
Like there's
that's
space.
because it's not cinched.
Is there's space between the titty cup and their chest? I absolutely hate that. I think it looks.
It's either how the corset was made, or they're not cinching it tight enough.
That part looks amateur to me.
Yeah.
Because that is a detail that you should always pay attention to.
Yeah.
But other than that, it is a good pussy for sure. Up next, Kennedy is in this fully rhinestone and beaded pink gown with this side back piece that's all feathers.
It's giving Bob Mackie.
It is giving Bob Mackie. It's giving Showgirls. I
Live for it.
love it.
The only thing that I could clock was the dress was too short.
Was it?
Yeah, when she was walking in the video, it just looked short.
When she's walking, if you look at the still picture when she's just standing there, it hits the top of the shoe, and that's always the pageant go-to. Is the gown has to touch the top of the shoe. It doesn't touch the floor, but that's okay.
Yeah.
It touches the top of the shoe. But when she
just-
walks, yeah.
Yeah.
I think she looks incredible.
Yeah, I think she looks amazing. It's giving Bob Mackie, very polished. The only thing, like I said, I could clock was the dress. Like for me, this is just preference. I like the dress to just graze the floor, not be above the shoe, graze the floor.
And see, this is what I'm talking about with Kennedy. Is like from her promo look to this, she's very old school, and sometimes it doesn't work like her promo to me, and sometimes it works very well. Like this look is super polished and beautiful. I'm gonna give this a great pussy.
Same. I'm gonna give it a great pussy. I like the color of the stones too. Did you see the stones?
Yeah,
They're
like
that green.
They're that green AB. Yeah, very
it's
cool.
really cunty.
And it looks great with the pink. I actually have a costume that's the same exact pink that has those same exact iridescent
trust.
green stones.
When I saw this costume, I was like, this whole combination is very something Trinity would like.
Oh, I would wear it down. Next up, we have Cheryl Hole in this white flowy feather ensemble. I'll give my opinion. I love it. I think she looks great. I love the hair. I think that the top portion could have been a little bit bigger, but it does look polished. It looks expensive to me. It almost reminds me of my ethereal look from angelic look from All Stars 4. But I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I think she looks really pretty. Probably the prettiest I've seen her. I
think she's even cinched in this.
Yes. Yeah.
Because you can see the corset line here, it looks like. I don't know if it is or not. I'm going off the picture. But I did clock the hair too. I was like, the hair to me, it's not my style. I wouldn't have worn this hair with it. But love the dress. I love this version of her. It's like Final Evolution.
Yeah.
Cheryl Hole.
Yeah.
She's shared the hole enough times. She's evolved. She's done very good for herself. She looks good in this look.
Yeah, I would say good pussy.
Yep.
Good pussy. Next we have Tainomi, and she is in this chocolate gown look. I think. Go ahead. You want to tell us your thoughts?
Yeah. So the hair, I loved it.
Yeah.
I love the fan hair. I think that's something that's in right now. It's high fashion. It's couture. It's really cool. The fans look good too. I'll tell you, as a hairstylist, making those fans, it's not hard.
The hair
easy.
fans.
Yeah, it's not easy. Like especially to get them that full looking and that even is very impressive. She knows what she's doing or who to hire to do the hair. Hate that you can see the wrinkles in the bottom of the dress. That's one thing that I do not like. Like, for me, it's all about fabric choice. Like, you should be more aware of like what fabrics to make your garment out of. Even as a drag queen, like when you're getting someone to make something, you should tell the person, listen, I
hate satin, period.
Yeah, and it's like when you're under all them lights, the lights hits it in so many different ways. At first, I thought the bottom of the dress was one of those dresses where it cuts at the knee and then it's a circle skirt, but it looks like they did the paneling to where it actually like flares out, which was very good because that's really hard to do. You have to know what you're doing when you're making that, which I thought was impressive. But I just didn't like the fabric choice. That's the only thing I could really clock. But I loved the dress itself. I thought it was really pretty and elevated for her.
I love her hair. I love this red tone. To me, this is so monochromatic. It all just melts into her skin tone. It's so complimentary. She's very pretty anyway with her makeup. I love the dress overall. My opinions on the fabric choice aside, I think it looks great. My main critique on this is the gown is way too long. It almost is like she's tripping as she walks. A gown, especially one that
she could have easily hemmed that.
Right. A gown with a full bottom like that, especially a full bottom like that, you always want it to be have an acrylic underskirt or a hoop skirt to lift it up off the ground
and just get all that fabric out of your feet,
because you're gonna trip. Especially if this was for evening gown, she'd be clocked down for that.
Oh, period.
But overall, I like it. I'm gonna say good pussy.
Yeah, it's a good pussy. The one thing that I said like before was that, but also looking at the look, even where the fabric like bunches around her waist, I feel like she could have like embellished it a little more or something there.
Okay.
But
Alright.
it's still a really pretty look. It's a good pussy for me.
Yeah. Next up, we have LaFille in this gold and red ensemble. Do you want to give your opinions? Or I can go.
I love her. I love this this queen. I think that she's just very cuckoo, different. I love the idea of it. I think it's a good pussy. Period. Loved it.
I loved it too. I get the idea of where she was saying this is like a dragon. Like if you look at the silhouette, the front panel with like this back lip almost gives the idea of like a dragon's mouth, and then the shoulders give the idea of a dragon's
Eyeballs.
eye. I see it. I love it. I think she looks really polished. All of that. My only thing is, I was watching it and I was like, does she have on lashes? And if she doesn't have on lashes, she needs to wear lashes. And if she does have on lashes, she needs to wear a slightly larger one. Not huge, but I can't tell that she's wearing lashes. Because her eye shape is so severe, she needs just a slightly one that feathers a little bit more so you can see them. Because to me, it almost looks bald.
It honestly would have looked more cunty too if she would have did larger lashes and maybe even some bottom ones and just did her lashes to look real, like, you know, just crazy and high fashion and exaggerated because the dragon is so big. But looking at the look too, now that we're talking about it, like, it would have looked really cool if the headpiece would have almost went up more.
Yeah.
Like giant scales were like spiking up.
Yeah.
But I still love it. Like, this is probably one of the most creative looks so far.
Yeah, I would agree. I say this is a good pussy.
Yep. Love it. Good pussy.
Next up and final on the runway is Fierce Delicious. And this is an evolved look of her entrance look. So this is why I was saying, like, we now see why she chose her entrance look, because she was planning on wearing this for the runway as an evolved prolapse look. And to me, I'll give you my opinion. I think she looks incredible. I love that the shoulders go, the drape goes in over the head. I love that the prolapse, because one of the things that people say, like in the adult world, is that like that's a rosebud, and so she has all of these rosebuds all over her, and I love the wiriness of the roses around where it cinches at the bottom of the dress and then it flares out. Her makeup, she just looks incredible. To me, this is just great. I think there's a couple of fit issues, but that aside, it's incredible. I'm going to say this is a great pussy.
Great pussy. It almost reminds me of, you probably won't know this because you don't play video games, but it reminds me of something from either Resident Evil. Like one of the monsters, their faces will split open and it'll have all the tentacles like doing this and stuff.
Yeah.
It's very that. Or what's that one TV show that's
Stranger
based
Things?
off of video? Not strange. It could be that. But it's about the little girl and the dad where they're trying to survive.
Oh, yes, it's the new zombie.
Yeah, it's based off of a video game.
It's also based off of a video game.
Yeah,
The Last of Us or something like that?
Yeah, The Last of Us. It almost reminds me of the clickers.
Okay, yeah.
The faces. You know what I mean? To me, it's just very different. Like, if she wouldn't have said that this was a prolapse butt, I would have just been like, oh, this is creative as fuck. I live for it.
Yeah.
But definitely pretty. And you know who she reminds me of in the face a little bit?
Who?
Guess.
I don't know.
Pablo Vittar.
Really?
She right here. Look at the picture of her in the face. She kind of looks like her.
I don't get that at all.
I don't see it, but for me, she does. I think she's very pretty. I love this style. The gown is definitely like, it's a good pussy.
I think it's a great pussy. You say good, I say great.
Great, yeah.
So looking at the outfits, the looks for the runway, who is your favorite?
Let's see. I would probably say that I loved.
No, you can only pick one.
God.
Who
I
is
like Fierce
who is
Delicious.
who is the pussy of the week?
Fierce Delicious.
Fierce Delicious.
That pussy was Fierce Delicious.
You know what? I would say Fierce Delicious is the pussy of the week as well. And who has the worst pussy of the week?
I would say Eureka.
I agree.
Yeah, 'cause,
It's
like,
mainly because well, no, I was gonna say it's mainly because of the details, but the outfit was just ugly regardless. It was just bad.
Yeah.
This was probably one of the worst outfits I've seen on Eureka, and Eureka has some phenomenal drag. So
She has fierce drag.
I'm looking forward to her other runways because this was not it. Moving on, they go backstage to have a little untucked moment after all of the critiques, and the girls are all sitting and congratulating Lemon on her win. She says that she finally broke the Canadian curse, and none of the Canadian girls are in the bottom this week, which is great for them. And then, first of all, do you agree with this that that Lemon won the episode?
Yeah, I think so. I think her rap was really clean. She writes her own lyrics. She covered the stage. She did a good, clean runway. She was just polished and clean.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think that she definitely was the clear winner of this week. Her group was the best, so rightfully so. I would give her the win. La Kahina talks about being triggered, being in the bottom again first. She was the first out on her original season. So the bottom three is her, Alexis, and Eureka. And the bottom three have to explain to Lemon why they should be saved with the Golden Beaver. Because Lemon has the opportunity to save one from being in the bottom two. And so you have to, plead your case. Plead your case. Yeah. If you were to save one of the three, who would you save with the Golden Beaver? Would you be strategic or would you be fair?
I probably would be fair.
Okay.
Just because it is what it is. I would want to compete against the best and just beat the best. It was La Kahena, and who else was in the bottom?
Alexis and Eureka.
Yeah, I probably would be fair and just send La Kahena home. Sorry.
Well, you can't send La Kahena home.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, I would put. Oh, I wouldn't. Okay.
You save one of them.
Yeah, I would probably save one of them.
Well, which one would you save? That's what I asked you, bitch.
Sorry, the whole beaver situation is.
We know that you are confused about beavers. Trust.
No, trust. Like, whenever Brooklyn was talking about, I was like, let me rewind this for a second because I didn't even know what the fuck she was talking about. But I would probably save. I'd probably save Alexis.
Okay. All right. To me,
she's a strong competitor.
In the past, I've done the show 3 times, and all 3 times I was very fair. I always wanted to compete against the best. But I feel like if I ever go back on the show, I want to be more strategic. I want to play the game. I would probably, because Alexis and Eureka are both super, super strong competitors, I would have used the Golden Beaver to save La Kahena because this is my unfiltered opinion. Based off of this episode, I think she's one of the weaker of the cast, and I think she's gonna she would find herself in the bottom again. Yeah. And this would assure to get rid of one of the stronger competitors of the season right then and there. One of them out. You're gone back to the U.S., bitch.
Damn.
That's what I would have done. So let's see. Eureka says while she's pleading her case. That she doesn't want to lip sync. She thinks her critiques were the best, and she doesn't want to make it all about herself like she used to do in the past. At the same time, Alexis claps back and it says, it sounds like it is all about Eureka. And Alexis feels attacked from what Eureka said. To give my opinion on this drama between Alexis and Eureka, I think, first of all, it's good TV. We love it. We love to see it. We love to see it. We love drama. I think Eureka was definitely making it all about herself. Like, why would you say you're making it all about you? But you're making it all about yourself. You are. And that's fine. But don't say you don't want to make it all about yourself. And I don't agree with Eureka saying that she got the best critiques. Alexis, out of their group, 100% got the best critiques out of their group.
She was the cleanest, too.
And she was the cleanest. As far as, like, the runway and the number. Eureka had the best, to me, performance out of the three, but had the worst runway out of the group. But Alexis clapping back and was so offended that Eureka was standing up for herself and, like, pleading her case. I think this was, like, really melodramatic. If you're asked on why, of course you're going to defend yourself, and of course you're going to plead your case on why you should be saved and why you're the best of the three. And so Alexis was a little dramatic, but I love to see it because it was good drama. Yeah. But I think both of them were a little melodramatic about the whole thing. What are your thoughts?
I feel the same way.
Wow, you are so insightful.
I mean, that's just me. Like, I feel like, to be honest, I didn't really watch the last part of this.
Wow, we're doing a podcast on this. How are you not going to watch the last bit of it,
Girl,
bitch?
I didn't know that they were going to have some more drama.
You gotta watch you gotta watch all of it.
Yeah, I watched the runways and I watched them get critiqued on the runway.
Okay, well, next episode. Home. I'm so sorry to everybody that is tuning in. Shontelle didn't watch it. You better watch the rest of it, you bitch.
That's why I was just like, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, you stupid.
I'd rather just say that instead of saying something I don't even know what I'm talking about.
You stupid. Well, Fierce. So I have a new nickname for Fierce. Fierce-alicious. Instead of being called Fierce-alicious, I'm gonna dub her Fierce Malicious.
Oh, that's kind of a sick name.
Fierce Malicious is her new drag name because she speaks up and says that Alexis and Eureka have had several chances on being on the show and that this is an opportunity to get a heavy hitter out. Ooh. And so I dub the Fierce Malicious, honey, because she is out to get the girls.
Like, she needs to start getting merch made with that.
Girls, Fierce Malicious. I need to text her, message her, and tell her that. Everybody comes back to the main stage, and Lemon uses the Golden Beaver to save Alexis, which means Eureka and La Kahena have to lip sync for their lives. We saw the lip sync, and Eureka wins, and La Kahena goes home, and she is the first ever by herself. And I need to check on this, but she says she's the first ever double pork chop. Means she went home first twice. And watching the lip sync, yeah, there was no chance for La Kahena.
What song did they lip sync? Do you remember?
It was a song from the guest judge. I don't remember, but
I remember. Yeah, I watched them doing that. Yeah. The song was fierce.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. The song was fierce. I thought Eureka, when she was lip syncing it, she gave them so much drama. Like, she's one of them lip syncers. When she did it, she didn't have to do all the tricks or all the flips and yada yada yada.
Right.
You felt the lyrics.
Yeah. She did, though. She did do some of her little moves, although I wish she would have saved those because this was not the song for that. When she was belting it out and giving the lip sync moment with the face, she emotes very well, and I think she just slayed it. So
yeah, even she was doing the whole like hamburger mouth thing where she was like,
yeah.
When she was like lip syncing, I said
hamburger mouth.
Yeah, you know when you're eating hamburger.
You
so when she's lip syncing, she's like.
Stupid. Well, this was a great episode. I know that this was a very long review show, but it's because we had to review the intro or the promo looks and all of this. But thank you so much for tuning in today. And again, go check out our regular podcast. It's called I Live for This on iTunes and Spotify, or you can listen to it here. Please go subscribe to our Patreon under Patreon/Trinity the Tuck. That helps us afford editors. And until next time, we'll see you later. I live for this!
I live!